There is very few moments when I tend to go back to the past and look at stuff which I used to watch as a kid and so on and so forth. Since it's the spooky season, aka known as almost Halloween, I feel like that maybe just a consideration, I should probably watch an episode, Pups Save a Werepuppy, and actually review it to give my thoughts about it. So, let's talk about the episode. Also, yes, you are seeing a new iPad, and that's ironic. Pretty much going down to what the episode is about, basically, Paw Patrol and crew basically go to the woods and find out by, I don't know exactly what his name is. I know he's somewhat a part of the crew as well. Not entirely, but he ends up telling this story while the pups are around the fire about the Werepuppy tale, basically.
The wild Werepuppy!
They ask you how you are, you just...
It reminds me too much of Pups Save a Werepup, which I talked about that episode too. Rocky finding out about this tale, getting a marshmallow in his nose, and then also proceeds to accidentally jump in a lake, basically under the tail. If you are in standing water where the moon shines, then you will apparently turn into a werepuppy, and then the night that comes, he dreams about becoming a werepuppy. Pretty much what it is an episode where Rocky runs around for a while, causing a few accidents because of his werepuppiness, including one where he literally gets that same old man stuck in a fucking cave with a bear. This undeniably kills physics. This episode kills physics. After this whole dream basically concludes, just waking up as normal and just being like, I'm the werepuppy of this whole crew. So, yeah, that's basically it. I honestly feel like that maybe the episode itself was okay. I mean, it's been a long time since I've last seen Paw Patrol and actually watched an episode. Take note, this episode came back originally, it actually came out in 2018, October of 2018 in fact. So it was like a case where, honestly, it was very hard for me to be like, oh no, this is not a good episode at all. In fact, I actually kind of found it somewhat enjoyable. But, I mean, there's some weird things about Paw Patrol's, like, just generally the show that's weird to me, especially being a 20-year-old nowadays. Don't get me wrong, there's so many cases where the show of Paw Patrol is good. I mean, including this episode, it's okay, but this is theoretically just a preschool show again. Like, don't get me wrong, the episode itself is not bad, but there are some things which I know a lot of people probably say, oh, don't get so bothered or get bogged down on it.
Anyway, listen, let's not get bogged down with your prejudices.
There's no being bogged down with it, is there? It was yours.
You're a child.
I'm just gonna say it, that the show, with its, like, the episode itself had some weird details, including one where basically the old man who basically tells the Werepuppy story falls out of a tree and then causes an entire avalanche. And I'm like, that's not how... Very weird at all. I mean, honestly, I mean, there are probably some things in the episode itself that were fine. Totally fine, nothing too scary. And also, why am I talking about this episode? Why am I talking about this episode coming up to Halloween? And why talk about Paw Patrol at all, since I'm not really into the show anymore? It's a case where, number one, I've been curious about this episode for a little while, and I never got to see it originally, so now actually watching the episode nowadays, it's kind of an interesting case instead of having to be left with, oh, maybe I should just watch this episode. I mean, I don't have any issues with it. It's one of those cases where to me, it's clear that I'm getting to that point to where even I could care less. The episode was fine, but I mean, there were some things which I was kind of focused like, this was okay, and not so on and so forth. Generally getting down to what I thought about the episode, It was fine. But also, because it's Halloween, I decided, oh, let's just call this the Twilight of Paw Patrol. Not a bad episode, and a lot of people are also gonna ask, did I even bother going into the second part of the episode, which was Pups Save a Sleepwalking Mare? No. No. The Werepuppy episode was the only episode, I mean, I could personally care less about the sleepwalking mare. There have been cases where I've been super curious about certain episodes, including Pups Save a Meltdown, and it turns out it's not fucking Chernobyl or Fukushima. It could have been dark, but honestly, yeah, let's put a fucking glass ball that melts a piece of wood. Oh yeah, it's not like Final Destination 2 or anything. I feel like Phineas and Ferb did it better when they did their Shaun of the Dead reference on their show. I'm not gonna get bogged down to any other stuff.
Anyway, listen, let's not get bogged down.
There's no big bogged down with it, is there?
I'm just gonna say, it was okay. Pups Save a Werepuppy is just okay. It's nothing great, or nothing too good, but honestly it's just okay, and it's just meaning to be entertainment for children. It's better than Rubble and Crew. So I'm gonna say thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. A weird video for Halloween related, I gotta say. I never do Halloween related videos, so I'll see you guys later or possibly soon when I talk about the 10th gen iPad, which a lot of people are gonna be like, why did I buy an iPad? Since 6 months ago I made a video of why I don't use iPads. This kind of fell into my favor, if I'm being honest, and I just want to say, hopefully this is gonna be a good video. Bye!